gang. The intellectual Mr. Sapiosexual. That's all you gotta do, be you. Montana Cobain pulling up in the truck. And Lady Alba with the glamorous power touch. We stream live at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Soul Food Sunday, Motion Monday, and Therapeutic Thursday. And some days in between, switch it. Subscribe and bell on so you don't miss it. But if you do, we on repeat on every major podcast application. Interviews galore and more. Y'all know the situation. So book your seat where we turn up the heat with your art for change.
Yes, yes, y'all.
You on mute. So on mute.
He's definitely on mute.
Podcast. I am your host, Mr. Sexual Man, and my co-host in the building.
You already know it's your boy BU, because that's all you gotta do is be you. Let's get it. What's up, Lady Alva? We got Lady Alva with us too.
Lady Alva's good and good and good as usual.
I know that's
Even
right.
when it's bad, gotta be good and good and good.
I know that's right. Yes, sir. Let's run it, Lady Alva. You can do the introduction.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have a special guest, and her name is Natriece Spicer. She is a poet, author, podcaster, and portfolio business owner. She is the sole proprietor, of the Inspired Life, CA, as well as founder, lead consultant of A Life Legacy, LLC. She offers all-inclusive business consulting through her various entities. Her specialties are spoken word, project manager, and nonprofit consulting with emphasis on founders, capacity building, and community-focused program design. Ladies and gentlemen, Natriece uses a blend of keen business acumen, creative writing, published books, and tailored programming to deliver wellness workshops and personal development courses to leaders, employees, and youth. May we welcome Natriece Spicer.
Hey y'all!
Hey, what they say? Clock it. Hey, you're glowing, Queen. By the way, you're glowing. You're glowing right now. I love
Thank you.
I
Shea butter go a long way. Like a little bit of shea butter go a long way. I make my own shea butter. And so yeah, shout out to the ancestors, shout out to Roots, shout out to my mom is the one who actually taught me how to make the shea butter, but shout out to community, like for sharing the gems and things that keep us well, because I can't be angry and ashy, and you know life will piss you off.
Angry and ashy is that's crazy. Hey, so your last name is that's your true last name, Spicer?
That's my daddy and them name. Yeah, that's
so you got a little bite to you, you got a little feistiness to you, or
man, I got a lot of spice. They curse me because I can't act right for nothing. Like I got sugar and spice and everything nice. 8 letters in my name. Might as well go ahead and say it twice. Like it don't make sense. They couldn't let me be normal, you know.
Yeah. All right. How was your day? How was your week? How's your week going so far?
I'm blessed, black, and highly favored. My day has been going as such. I've achieved a task for one of my best friends. She's been hunting down this Walmart 2-piece, and I had to go to Walmart twice, so I found it. I had a busy work day on both ends, right? The creative and community advocacy, and with financial strategies and wealth building. And so it's just been fulfilling, showing up to help other people and having a nice balance of being able to do some household tasks. I got the washing machine going right now. It's been good.
Oh, okay. So it's been productive then. You had a productive day.
Productive and peaceful.
Peaceful that's important. All right. So tell me
Very
about
important.
tell me about you growing up. Where'd you grow up at? Like,
I love this question. So I grew up in Sunnydale, San Francisco, public housing. Just a little black girl with a big dream. Like I grew up in the projects, but I went to school in an affluent neighborhood. I was like one of 3 black kids in the school, only black girl. And so those living in 2 worlds every day shaped a lot of who I am today. It exposed me early on to a broad variety of things, right? So I got everything from the guttermost to the uttermost. And I think that it was a beautiful time, a hard time, but also none of it would I take back, right? So we all got ghetto hood stories, and we all got good childhood stories. I feel like that's something we've
that's
all
right.
experienced. Yeah.
Yeah. So you said you was one of 3 black people at your school?
Yeah. In primary school, I was one of 3 in the school and the only one in my class. I went to an all-girls school.
Okay.
The Hamlin School for Girls. Shout out to Hamlin. I'm still a Hamlin girl. And it was really a beautiful time. I mean, it shaped a lot of my views today, even down to like humanitarianism, which actually started with caring about the earth. And back when recycling first came out, I was literally like a reduce, reuse, recycle champion. Coming home from projects, Mom, we need to pick up the trash. And she's like, girl, people be having needles. If you don't get in this house, you know, but we have to help, you know, it was bad.
So I can tell you're unapologetically black. And so for you to be one of 3, did you witness any kind of like fight back towards you? Like, or like racism or anything like that?
No, actually, I didn't experience racism until I came into like high school and college years and then beyond. But what I can say that I didn't notice back then, because I didn't have a word for it and I didn't identify, you know, just being young, is what do they call it? It's like when they mystify you as a black person, like when you're the first black person in a space. And so you become like a character or a figure or a fixture instead of just a real person. So there was some of that. Like every time I would get my hair done, like it had to be this whole thing, which in the beginning kind of sounds like fun, like, oh, I'm popping, they like my hair. But then when it's just like there's a dehumanization to it, right? So I did get that in school, but then out of school, I got a lot of judgment. Who do you think you are? Why do you talk like a white girl? Why do you act like that? So being in the center of these 2 worlds was good, and it was also troublesome. And I had to do a lot of unlearning as I started to learn about racism, sexism, dysfunctional behavior, trauma, right? There's good and bad on both sides. But yeah, as far as just like hate in school, nah, I had a lot of support. My teachers loved me. They would be like, the sky is not the limit. We want to see you. Like they would expose me to everything. I mean, staying after school, just pumping me with exposure and information because they knew like where I was going home to was such a different dynamic.
That's a blessing.
That's
though.
interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unspoken heroes, if you will. Yeah.
Purpose.
Yep.
All right. With that being said, what because you started off with poetry, right? what got you into poetry?
So I always loved poetry. I always loved to write. When I first figured out how to write, like one of my goals, the reasons I became such an avid reader and writer is I wanted to write my own short stories. And I just naturally was like, I want to also write poems. And then I found out poems were a thing. And from there, it was just like, this is what I want to be. I want poetry. I need to do this for the rest of my life. I need to write and do poetry.
Do you know what age, like what age were you? When you,
5.
like when you wrote your first poem?
5.
Wait.
5 years old. At 5 years old, you wrote your first poem? Clock it.
Yeah, I had a strict mama though. Like you coming in before street lights, you going to church on Sunday, you cleaning on Saturday. So like reading and writing became my pastime. So that I mean, and yes, I was as soon as you can walk in her house, you was gonna clean. So that's just, you know,
And
black
did you
mama.
play with slow jams while y'all cleaning, music loud.
Slow jams, country. I mean, like I knew like, oh my gosh, it was these famous sisters. I don't know why their name escapes me now, but we listened to them so much to where they became like one of my favorites. Like, yeah, but like country, Kenny G, like a mixture of things. R&B, yes, but a broad majority of things.
Do you have a favorite artist?
Today, do I have a favorite artist?
Yeah, as of now, like right now.
That's such a hard question. Okay, so I have several. I mean, I love music and I love a broad variety. So, Nova Soul, LMA, Tupac, Nipsey Hussle, T.I., Teddy Swims. There's this new brother who does country, and he got the song "Loyalty Cost Me More Than Love Ever Did." I can't remember his name, but he's a brother from down south, and he looked like he could
Is
ride
he from
a horse.
Texas?
He might be, but he got a nice cowboy hat. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, there's so many. Fred Hammond. Man, shoot, Yolanda Adams. Like I freaking love music, y'all. We be here all night. We be here all night. Like when I said I love music. If I wasn't doing music, I mean, if I wasn't doing poetry, I'd definitely be doing music.
Yeah, that's an eclectic thing you got going on there with music.
So you went from poetry to actually transitioning to be a consultant. What sparked that?
Insecurity and obedience. If I'm just being honest, I was and still in some ways am insecure about the crafting, presentation, and impact of my poetry. Like I'm very critical of myself. And I always try to be obedient to God. Sometimes, a lot of times I have failed. Hopefully I'm failing less now than I used to. But the insecurity of thinking like, I really want to make it big. Like if I believed that I could just like write all day and then like make money and live and blow up and make enough money to live just writing and performing poems, I probably would have never done anything else. But somewhere in my mind, that insecurity said, well, if you don't believe that this alone can be a pathway, you can use the poetry as a segue to other things. Like it can get you in the door and then you could write for people. You're an excellent writer. You've been in corporate America and you've written training manuals, you've written programming, you've written scripts, right? And so you can do that for your communities and for causes that you care about. You're very knowledgeable. Like use the poetry to get you in the door. And then the next thing that happened was like opportunities would come to me and I'd be like, I don't know if I should. So I asked God, then I asked, at first it was just ask God, but then as I discovered more about myself and our lineage as people who have the DNA of the stars, then I learned about ancestry and ancestors, and then self-reflection. I learned about the power of speaking to myself. So now we got the Calvary, right? So I'm asking the Calvary, God, ancestors, and star, sun, everybody, should we do this opportunity? And they are like, yeah. So I'm like, all right, I don't really think I'm qualified, but let's do it. And then the opportunities just kept coming. And so from there I said, well, this is what's supposed to happen. And everybody has that moment where you think like, does this look good, right, in an outfit? And I looked at my career development as an entrepreneur, and I was like, these things don't go together. Like poetry, program development, finance and wealth building knowledge, and community advocacy, they don't go together. And then God said, I told you, gonna listen to me. And I was like,
what's up?
that's right.
So is that your transition that
Yes, indeed.
started your LLC? So once you got that, you started your LLC after that. How was that process?
No, we started with the DBA. So we started with the DBA because I have strong business acumen. Like I've always been just intrigued about business. So I knew a lot about how to build a business and what it means to be a business owner. I took that knowledge and applied it to myself. So I said, we have to have a DBA in order to start doing contracting work. And originally I was just showing up as a life coach. But the more that they wanted me to do, I said, well, this is more than coaching, because now I'm not just giving you advice and talking to you. You want me to produce deliverables, tangible assets, things that will help you. So that's consulting. So we use the DBA to do the consulting, the wellness workshops, personal development workshops, and then to start producing some things for people. And a lot of times some of this stuff was free, right? Like everything wasn't paid. I did a lot of thousands of hours of free work. But what happened is, where are we at? We're about a year in with the LLC. I had a vision that I wanted to have something that feels a lot like Tiny Desk, but it's for poets and public speakers. And so what we did was we went behind the scenes, thought about it, me and the Calvary, had some advice from some other people who were around me at the time, got some advice from business mentors, getting advice, right? Getting intel, looked to see what was in the market, seeing if there was a demand that was already being met in the space. I said, no, okay, let's go ahead and trademark Speak Suite. But if we're going to trademark something, then we really need to define what we do and have this have something to encompass it. So that's how we developed A Life Legacy, which focuses on publication, publishing, live events that focus on education and entertainment, and being able to have spaces where people can learn, be engaged, be entertained, but also get supportive services with those things, right? So this is after doing it for people. People are like, can you write my book? Can you take my poem from a poem to a workshop? Can you help me map out? I have a poetry or a creative writing workshop and I know what I want to do, but I don't know how to put the words together, right? Certain things that just seem beyond the scope of a DBA. And then also when we talk about business structuring, you just, at some point you need an LLC or a corporation. You got to grow the game up. And so here we are. We got a California DBA and we got a Georgia LLC, and I don't know, the woman with 47 careers. Who knows what else I'm gonna do?
Hey, everything you just said overwhelmed me. So I know you get overwhelmed because I don't even do half of that. So I know you get overwhelmed. Like, how do you handle those situations? Or is it like woosah or chill out? Like,
I think I have hyperfunctional, super attentive, anal retentive ADHD. I haven't been diagnosed, but I really want to get tested because I feel like I have the kind of ADHD that makes you like hyper functional and hyper progressive, because I actually get invigorated. Like, and I'm from California. And if you know anything about like the hyphy movement, right? I grew up in that era. So like gas, brake, dip. And that's how I approach business. It's like, nah, we finna gas, brake. Like what God told me to do, man. You know, I'll be ready to ride on that thing. I'm gonna slide on it. So I think for me, I get overwhelmed when I think about money. Oh, thank you. I get overwhelmed when I think about money, when I think about marketing, when things get slow and quiet, and when it's time to talk deeply about me or like show myself in intimate ways. That is very like tender. But as far as like the bit, like I'm a dream genie. You tell me 5 words or something you want to do. I'll be there. Here's your business plan. Here's your idea. Here's a tagline. Like, I don't know.
I love it.
oh, we might gotta talk after this. I need a little help too.
Holla at your brother.
Hey, so are you like big in the community? Like you do community things and stuff like that, or?
I do things behind the scenes. I typically don't talk about the things that I do. So I'm like a giver in silence. So I like to support nonprofits where I can monetarily. I do a lot of things for free because I feel like that's an act of service back to people. Um, Being engaged, going to community events, supporting nonprofits, just whatever I can do that's on my heart, supporting other poets, showing up for their things, sharing their things, giving them advice, being a safe space for people to unload as much as I can. So I try to do things. I really want to do a lot of more things, and I think that's what's driving me to be even more successful because ultimately the goal is to be a philanthropist. Like I want to be out here on my, I write my books, they sell themselves. I'll
Beautiful.
come speak at events for a high ticket, go give a ton of money away, you know.
I
Mm-hmm.
love it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You, you,
so
you had a comment in the chat, bro. You want to answer that before you want
yeah,
to ask that
yeah.
question?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, uh, your first time on stage, uh, you were nervous, obviously. I know, and you still get nervous, right? Obviously, every time. What's your biggest challenge you face, like performing?
Yeah, I still get scared. I'm forever a student of the game. My biggest challenge that I face performing. Oh, this okay. So here we go. This is what I mean by like the truth up front. My biggest challenge is memory struggles. I've had some domestic violence things that have happened, and so it's just harder for me to memorize pieces. Like I can do it, but I have to really knuckle down and do it. And the thought of doing it, that's another thing that gives me like some angst. Is like, oh, I gotta memorize this piece. Like here we go. So I tackle it by recording my pieces and listening to them like a song because I love music. And then I work my way up to like I don't need the song now I'm spitting my piece.
Mhm.
But I feel like if I didn't have that situation, or even maybe it's just my perception, like oh I've been hitting the head, like now I can't remember as much as I could. But I just I feel real sensitive about it because I want to be able to remember so much more easily. And it takes me a little bit of work.
Mm. Okay, interesting. Lady Alva?
Yes, sir. Very interesting, Natrice. Very interesting. A mouthful. A lot for the brain. What I hear, what you've shared is that you're very authentic. You're very focused on as a giver. Um, and from whence you come from, that from elementary school experience, being the only number 3 black girl in the school, from that point and further, but you took that and you're using it all for good, which is all purpose. I don't hear you as a black woman having any complaints about that. I didn't hear you talk negative about that. I did not hear you speak inferiorism of white people or anything. I heard you accepting that experience and knowing what to do or figuring out or eventually however it went for you with that experience. Expound on that for me from what I hear.
So I can be really positive about it now because things always seem more clear in hindsight. And then there is a question in the chat that I'm going to actually involve in this answer. A question somebody asked is, when can we ask when Treese will get back to writing more music? So
Yes.
one of the things that helped me have this positive attitude is like hitting the wall and listening to Tupac. Like my dad died when I was 3. I got molested. I've had tons of harsh experiences with white people and black men. And I don't have negative things to say about either one now. Racists, fascists, bigots, womanizers. Yeah, we gonna drag you for filth every day and knuck if you buck because I fight. Good or not, and I can shoot. Okay, so if I can't fight, I can shoot. But the point is music was like one of my major forms of expression. I used to go by semi-auto. I was a rapper. as a teen, like as a young adult.
Who is
Yes.
Semiotto? Who is Semiotto?
So Simi
There's
is
I hear guns.
exactly. Simi is manual and automatic, fully loaded, ready to unload it. Got a clip full, ready to go with it. Aiming, shooting, firing, and won't miss. Right?
Standing on business.
She gonna handle that business. Okay, don't y'all.
Okay.
Can we not? Don't give me.
That's all right. No, you can. You
Hey,
can.
it's not my fault.
It is your moment. You can.
She's trying to blame me. It ain't my fault.
You reeled me into that one, but music helped me get to the point. Oftentimes it was the way to release like anger and things, and then too just like life and learning. There is so one of the things that happened with coming to Atlanta is I was afforded this beautiful opportunity to be close to someone who's been it was a healthy relationship or interaction, however you want to call it, until it ceased. But that person was so helpful in like self-discovery, accountability, being a humanitarian, knowing yourself, knowing where you come from, like, and just exposing me to all these things like Arisha's principles of commit, just being able to sit with meditation, getting back to learning about meditation. So like some of this stuff it's been a long journey, right? I have been doing some of the work before then, but I feel like I've had so many growth spurts in this past 7 years since coming in contact with that individual, just because when someone is focused on something day in and day out and you can glean from it, you're going to pick it up much more quickly. And so over time heals a lot of things. Time heals a lot of things. And then exposure. I did 23 years in the corporate pension corruption system, right? Which is working a job, just over broke. And in working in finance, different positions for almost 24 years, I encountered a lot of people, some good people, some great people. One of my best friends is a person who is white, and that's my girl, like ride hard for me, like one of my closest friends, right? So I've encountered a lot of great people. I encountered some bad people too. I left corporate America because of racism, womanism, hatred. Yeah, I had to leave my job. Like it was either keep my sanity or stay in that situation. So I just say that to say it's been a journey to you. And I feel like we live until we leave. Like I hope I get better. There's still ways that I hope I can be better, more positive, to show up better for Black men. As much as I love y'all and hope I show up well, I'm sure there's ways where I show up slighted. Like I'm human. I want to be a better friend. I want to be a better sister girl to my sisters. I want to be a better friend to my friends. I want to be a better partner to the next person who becomes my partner. Like I get it wrong. I get it wrong a lot, but I care, man.
Wow, Natriece. Ooh, I thank you for that moment that you've just given vulnerably that came across your heart. So it sounds to me that you said you left corporate America because of those things, but you've chosen to not beat up on corporate America. Your message is not that. Your message, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is again what I'm hearing. Your message is not on the negative, it's on the positive. Clearly that whatever experience that one has, what do you do with your experience to be better, to share that betterness with the world? And does it matter which ethnic group that you share that with?
First of all, shout out to Roxanne. Hey, boo, hey. She said she loves that. It takes a lot to take your past and turn it into something you're passionate about. And that's really all I've done. Like, is I took the eggs, the butter, the milk, the flour, and just churned it, because you always have a choice. You can take lemons and make lemonade, or you can bite the skin and be sour. Like, but either way, you have a choice. And so to answer your question, Lady Alva, I think the way that I'm able to do that, one, is because I do have moments where I become unhinged. If you ever catch an episode of the podcast that I am a co-creator and co-host of, Certifiably Savage, with Chaotic Kelly, who is my white homegirl, that girl love to be unhinged and talk about things that I'll be like, I don't want to talk about this on air. I want to be refined and intellectual. You trying to make me act a fool. And she gets me to do it every time. So we do have a conversation on there. We have a couple of episodes that we recorded about my views about corporate America, where we both were very vocal. I think ultimately, I take what I've learned from that experience and I utilize it to talk about things like equity building, capacity building for nonprofits, equity for Black people, equity for Black people. You can't get to equality. Everybody love to say, yeah, but if you have equality, then you don't need equity. Well, we ain't got no damn equality. So give us equity. We need all the coins because it's harder for us to get one coin, right? And so talking about that, being a staunch advocate for that, financial literacy, teaching Black people that the conversations about money, relationships, and culture are things that we have to talk about. Black people we don't like to, you mention those and we get so stiff. And then the other thing is just really empowering people to be, to maximize their gifts, to be the best version of themselves. I think we don't have to talk so much about how much we hate our jobs in corporate America if we talk more about the beauty of what it would look like to love who we are, the life we live, and what that looks like for us at a high level from a personal perspective, not from what the world puts on us, but from what we think. Like when you ask people, what does success look like to you? A lot of times the answer is something somebody else gave them or that we've learned. So just like unlearning that, you know what I mean? I don't make a ton of money, but I make enough money. I get to be me every day and do what I love and get paid, and people pay me to show up and be multifaceted. So if we're having an intellectual moment and I'm articulating, a creative moment, a little bit of a hood moment, like I've done Zooms where everybody showed up in bonnets and I'll grab my bonnet and be like, here, so y'all don't feel bad, and put mine on too. Like I'm fully dressed, but it's more important that you are present than it is that you have a presentation. So
God damn, hold on. Say that one more time.
It's more important that you are present than it is that you have a presentation.
Yes, indeed.
Right? I learned that. I learned that from corporate America, having to unlearn that I have to show up always polished, that I have to show up to everything like an interview, to a poetry function, a workshop, a wellness event, an interview. And so if people have been tracking my progress or my journey, they know the Natriece who's doing this interview today is not the Natriece who started out doing. She was just like, yes, and sure, and honest, but still unlearning the prison of presentation and the power of being present, and how even in my imperfection, there's a line I say in a poem, and how I'm even perfect in my imperfection, right? Which is what I'm actually telling someone else, telling you all in that particular poem, that we are perfectly imperfect, right? So it's time and learning.
Would you say that the power in being present is connected to us understanding our culture?
I would say it's multi-layered. That's a nuanced conversation because everybody loves to jump to like cultural awareness. Now everybody's woke, everybody's extra Black.
No. Traditional culture.
Okay.
You can look, we evolve in life, right? We change things up. We create all this other, some good and some nonsense. Culture is culture. So the original derivative, would you say that to be present for Black folks is to be connected to your culture?
In that sense, absolutely. Absolutely. Otherwise, we're just kind of wandering.
Go ahead.
You good?
I'm sorry. Say it again for me, please. Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. I said we absolutely have to be connected. Otherwise, we are wandering independently, and we're communal.
Now, when you say equity, open that up. Equity meaning obtaining property, money. What is equity?
I mean, equity like taking from all those who have and have easier access to have or to obtain, and giving all to those who have traditionally had it hard to get. So if Billy and Jane, who are not African American, have $100, and Marquisha and Jonathan have no dollars. The $100 that Billy and Jane have been getting and the access to the $100 that they have been getting needs to be transferred over to Marquisha and Jonathan.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way to make it fair.
Mm-hmm. That's very powerful. Many of Black people today, we're very into ourselves, selfish, and what I can get, even so broken away from even their own lineage, or what they have rights to that is already established, but want to go out and chase a whole nother dream. Which you tell me, in my mind, sometimes I think you're chasing the wrong dream. You're really chasing a dream that don't belong to you. What would you say to that? How do you think about that?
I think that's layered and nuanced, because
Mm-hmm.
I do think that as individuals, we each have our own experience. And so, what may seem like a phony dream or a fake dream to me might really be something that actually adds value back to the culture, even if it's unbeknownst to the doer, right? You don't have to know what you're doing in order for it to still come to fruition in a way that positively impacts other people. However, and I think that there is this misnomer
Mm-hmm.
that the dream or success needs to look like something that is definitely not ours. The necessity to have this overabundance of amassed wealth that one could never ever pass on or utilize. Like you want to be the next Jeff Bezos, you want to be the Elon Musk, you want to be the rapper who has every car, every chain, every house, you know, I think that that is the perversion of what it means to have a
Mm.
dream or to be successful. Because culturally, once again, we are a communal people. We are designed to have enough to live, not too much that it takes away from the earth, and the abundance that overpours back onto everyone else. So everything is tied into everything from the animals to the earth to the people. It all should be tied in. And wherever there's too much of something, then it becomes a perversion. You can't convince me that 10 Lambos is not a perversion of what should be a pure dream.
Right.
Especially when you ain't got no nonprofit that's helping any community.
So let's look at that perversion this way too, and you tell me what you think. So not too much, as you said, to take away from another, but sometimes you're taking away from another when you just have too much and they can see that you have too much and they have no idea how to get that much that you have.
Yeah, I agree. That's what's happening in our country today. Therein lies the problem. Why is there not a cap on how rich you can be? Why is it that there's a 1% mass of wealth concentrated into this small group of people? And yet you have millions,
Mm-hmm.
millions of people, probably trillions at this point, who struggle every day to live on some version of the spectrum, whether it's from being dirt poor and having nothing to working and having a job, but being just over broke because the cost of living is so high. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I saw gas at seven something when I was just in California 2 weeks ago. It's obnoxious to me that I have to pay up to $3.79 for gas in Atlanta, and I'm like, I
Mm-hmm.
can't get gas at either home. Let me just learn how to walk
Mm-hmm.
because it's costly. Like what, So I think that too much of anything in one place is definitely a perversion, and it's a big sign
Mm-hmm.
of what's happening, which is why your question was so important. Because people they go from purveyors to consumers. Like you watch it, and if you watch it enough, you consume it, and you
Mm-hmm.
become what you consume, right? Which is why so many people got health problems because you're just eating this trash.
Mm-hmm.
I told y'all I don't eat Taco Bell, and everybody thought I was crazy. I digress. We have watched America be so corrupt, but nobody was ready to turn over all the tables. But we just consuming it. Now, when they got things like Shein and easy access to buying clothes, and I'm not knocking anybody or shaming, but it's just the truth. Like you consuming all this stuff that you don't even need. You mad? These rich people are amassing this wealth and jewelry and cars and things and not helping the poor. But why you got all these clothes you'll never wear? Like even me, and I purge my closet out of pride and shame.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing this recent breakup just did is like I had a chance to take a good step back and like do some other high level inner work and really like I'm an accountability freak. So I'm like I
Nice.
don't care what nobody say, I don't care how much you try to be nice and be like, oh, it's not you or oh, whatever it is. I'm gonna be like, no, where I was found.
Mhm.
And I realized you got too much damn stuff. How you got room? How somebody gonna have a closet with you? You got all these clothes, and I still got a lot of clothes, but I gave
Mhm.
away like 6 suitcases and stuff. Like I was loading suitcases and dropping them off. Like, okay, here go another bins and bins of stuff. I gave away a ton of creative stuff. Like all
Yeah.
my we we consume it and we become it and we don't even realize we look
Yeah.
just like the system we hate.
Yeah.
All right, quick question. My bad, Lady Albert. You say you just went through a recent breakup. So when you was getting rid of stuff, did you get rid of stuff that reminded you of them as well?
No.
Mhm.
Oh, so it was
Oh,
just.
you want more? I mean,
I want
you,
more. Yeah.
you,
Uh,
you were talking. Oh no,
You so messy.
Well,
Go ahead, though. Go ahead.
it's good to do that, Natrice, and some of us do it. I actually have my oldest daughter. She, she has a lot of clothing. She slayed every time she, but she does give it away. I get a bag occasionally too.
That's funny.
Be like, thank you, you know, and I don't mind it. Save on my shopping expenses. Thank you. That's her way of helping me out. So I mentioned that just to say that do we, for the people that are listening to us, that is the way. That is a help for another, whether it be someone, one of your a mother, your to your mother, one of your family members, anybody, or a stranger to help them out with your abundance that you just have sitting there that you're not even gonna wear anymore. And again, shout out to my daughter because she's only gonna wear something like one outfit once out of the month. She's not repeating it. Okay, so
I know
but
that's right.
yeah, so following with that, because the perversion is really what I'm really want to open up. I don't think people understand, Natrice, how that perverts the mind to such high dynamics. Can you tell us how? Do you have some examples?
I do. So I'm gonna answer. So there's that
Hmm.
question, the one you asked before, and then be you, and I'm gonna answer them kind of in that
Oh
order
boy,
because
you got it.
they all kind of go together. So
Mhm.
firstly, one of the parts of the perversion that we don't realize, even in having an abundance, is that we cause damage and danger to the earth. Buying all of these things, no matter how much you pass them down to people, eventually those people get rid of those things. Eventually, everything that you get rid of goes to a landfill in a third world country. This is why in Africa you can walk down the street in certain countries and they literally miles and miles of clothes that look used. Because when you take your clothes to the bin that says Goodwill or that says donate your clothes, you think that it's going to another house and someone's picking it up. Not true. You also think that it's going to be upcycled and made into something different. Not true. So unless we're
Mm,
all only buying used goods, like we only shop at thrift stores and then we only give it down to people who will keep it and then they only thrift it back, this stuff is not circulating too much farther than the black dollar. Holla at that, right? Secondly, um, it's just downright selfish. It's just downright selfish, and it's a sign of our desire to not face the things that we really should face, right? And I'll keep it so personal because I'm the only imperfect person. I don't want to judge nobody. I don't want nobody mad at me. Um, I know that I often buy clothes not because I'm trying to be flashy. One, the little girl in me went without. I helped raise my brother and sister. Like I'm the oldest. I started working. My first job was at 11 years old. Like my dad died when I was 3. My mom was a single parent while she was working. Um, that feeling of growing without and then getting to a place where you can not just buy stuff for other people, but now you can buy stuff for you just want to look nice. You know, I wore K Swiss to school. I didn't have J's. Like everybody talk about, yeah, because we had these J's. I'm not into tennis shoes to this day. Like I love tennis shoes and I'm starting to get into it. Shout out to my best friend. Shout out to the relationship that allowed me to really see what it means to be a shoe lover. I was not a shoe lover. Like before 2019, I wasn't like into tennis shoes and like I didn't have the Nike app like I got now, you know. But it's because I didn't grow up with the ability to get them. So in my mind, it was still one of those childhood traumas I had to heal. And now I'll be like, oh, let me go and see what Nike got. Let me look. Like, what's the drop? You know? So
Mm-hmm.
but I think that what happens with that perversion is that it carries on into other things like perversion of the use of AI, perversion of health, what could be healthy ideologies about the interactions and relationships between Black men and women, perversion of our love for music and wanting to idolize or emulate what's really not even real, y'all. Y'all know that. Perversion of the ability to digest and having a sense of greed. So now we can just eat what we want because I could buy what I want, I consume what I want, I look at what I want, I can eat what I want, I can sleep with who I want, I can say what I want. This aggressive, self-destructive, selfish, careless, nasty behavior of not being sensitive. Not being sensitive to what is really our best self, not being sensitive to hard conversations, being okay, and like being okay to the point where, like, not only are you okay in private, but you're okay that way in public, and you're okay with other people being that way. So now you don't even check your homeboy. You okay? You okay? Y'all both okay with being with being in tune with the latest trends and all the things, but not holding him accountable for how he eat or being mediocre or having a negative outlook that he like. We don't want to get rid of the things that we really should be getting rid of because that's uncomfortable, and it's uncomfortable because we can consume so much other stuff. So yeah, I'm not going to be buying no clothes. I'm trying to be like as strict as I can about that. I said the only way if there's a skirt that needs a shirt and I don't have a matching shirt, I have to give away 2 shirts.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm being
Yes.
real stringent with myself now because I really felt bad when I had that moment. Like of course there's other things because as BU so kindly want to be in my business. I'm also looking around at all the things that remind me of that relationship. Like everything I have now was
Let
in
me
that.
jump in here before Natrice, before you move on to that, just to cap off perversion. Because I like how you said and being and to cause you to be insensitive to yourself and to others, to where you measure yourself as something more than another. You are so insensitive to your own family, could be, to your friends, to your community, because they lack something that you no longer have or you have gained more. And it is totally against our culture.
Yes, it is. And to that, I'll say so is not being accountable
Mm-hmm.
because it's a balance. So I want to call both sides of the coin because people who know me in real life, they're gonna be like, yeah, but she feel a way about that part. Because I believe leave no person behind, but place them in the seat they want to have. So like yeah, you don't have any drive in life. You don't. There's all kinds of things we can get over, right? Don't tell me you can't get over addiction, having a terrible industry you work in that may not be safe. Don't tell me there's no way to get over something because even if it's like being unhoused and it's like, well, people let me stay with them, but then they always kick me out. Well, why doesn't it work? What are you not contributing to the ecosystem? Right? Let's be accountable, man. Like I don't want to see nobody left behind, and I have a very kind heart, but I also believe that sometimes people take that to mean that you shouldn't hold people accountable. No, I'm gonna see you for who you are, accept you and meet you where you at, but I'm gonna place you accordingly. So if I see that I'm in a position to help you and teach you about business and I'm giving you the game, I'm telling you the tools, I'm doing things for free, and you constantly want to do it your way, I have to let you cry your own tears. If I see that I want to elevate or that I'm able to elevate, and let's say in your mind you feel you really cannot. Well, first of all, I'm gonna tell you that you're lying. You're living in your lie identity, but I'm gonna let you live your lie in peace because you can. You can always do something about something, even when it's doing nothing but praying. You can do something, right? So even if you believe that you really can't and you're not in a position, My disposition is going to be, I'm going to help you to the ability of my capacity because I have to run this marathon. Like I have, if you really believe there's something in me that could lead you somewhere you couldn't get to, I can't stop running. I got to run this marathon. If I run it right, I can turn back around and I can pull the gates open. I can pull you out. I can snatch you up. I can incubate you. I can help you. But if I'm just sitting here with you comfortable in your mediocrity, we'll never get to excellence. And that's where I'm exiting. That's where I exit. So yeah, be communal, help everybody, love everybody, but don't stay down with your friend who don't want to come up. Get up there and then find a way to get back for them, him, and everybody like them. Like, but you can't be a crab in a bucket trying to pull everybody else out. Figure it out and get out.
Hey,
all right now.
You a little bit.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
I'm
okay.
Cause you be your hands and shit. Like, I'm scared a little bit.
That's okay.
I'm a little frightened.
What you literally said is, I'm out of here. I'm leaving the block. But once I conquer whatever I gain, once I leave this block, I'm coming back for y'all just to show you. We need examples.
And to help you. Like even on the journey, I'll come back, I'll pull up, but I'm not gonna park, hop out, and move back in.
I know that's right.
I
that's right. I know that's right.
There you go.
Go on to BU's question. Thank you, Natriece.
You're welcome. So regarding like, did I get rid of all the things that reminded me of my ex? Actually, no. Having to kind of start from scratch is already expensive enough to just go and get a place, right? I'm an entrepreneur. I don't know why people, shout out to Roxanne, she didn't miss a beat. I'll be on it.
Hey, hold on, you about to turn me up. Hold the fuck up.
So it's hard enough to move and get a place. That already is expensive. So I had to take everything. And plus I had to take my stuff, right? When you cohabitate with someone, everything will remind you, especially if you're in a healthy situation or a place where you genuinely, even if it's not healthy, right? And you genuinely care about this person as a friend and you love them, you're in love with them. You can look at a pen and be like, I remember when we went to Walmart that day. You know, it's just a pen.
Yes. So memorabilia.
Everything hit home because I had to bring my stuff, like my office, my clothes, all the things. Now, there are certain things that definitely remind me of him in that time. He had designed clothes. He was at one point building a brand that didn't continue to be built. I don't know what it's doing now, but I have the prototypes. I have the clothes from the things that were made. I have trinkets. So trinkets from travel that came from like his side of the family or different experiences that we had. You know, you get like a tchotchke or like a trinket. You know, you go to like, somebody goes to real true life. Somebody went to Bermuda and they had got the hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil elephants. And so I took those because I was like, this was my gift or the gift to the house. I don't, however you want to call it, but I'm taking this because I love elephants and this is something that's near and dear to me. So I kept all that kind of stuff. I didn't take everything, but I took some of the things that I had invested in making the house a home. Partly because I really just had to, like, I was already starting over, like the thought of having to buy a bed, one TV and a couch, even though I got 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom was still like, So I kept things that remind me, but I think that that's also healthy because this is a situation that grew me. There was nothing toxic. There was no cheating. There was no like manipulation. We were honest with each other. It was good until it wasn't. And so while I won't say too much because I respect the integrity and privacy of that situation, I will say that I think people be tripping. Like when you only have something bad to say about somebody when it's over,
right. That's right.
With them, you have to be accountable. So nobody's perfect. So yes, there's things that he or I could share that may not be perfect, but I just feel like one, this situation didn't warrant me to focus on those things because the positives far outweigh the negatives. Two, if I respected you in your face, I'm gonna respect you when you're not in the room, and that's just.
I love that.
I just walk solid. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say nothing different. I'm not gonna tell you something and then say something different because I'm on the show. I'm not gonna And I'm not gonna say something hard in private to you that's sensitive and then go blast it out. Cause like then what kind
That's
of
right.
safety net would I be, especially for black men? So like we're gonna run it
I
right
agree.
around here. Yeah, it's tight, but it's
That's
right.
right.
All
That's
right,
right. Was
Mister.
there another question that was you had? My question, BU's, was there? What was it? A number three you had to say?
We caught up. That was
No,
3.
We got it up. I think it's
yeah.
time for you to drop your poetry, Natriece
Mm-hmm.
Spicer.
Nah. All
A
right.
little
I'm gonna do
spicy.
something new. A little spicy. I'm gonna do something new. This is a piece I'm working on, and y'all can tell me, um, do we keep it or do we free it? Free it means don't perform it, don't get it memorized, let it go. Keep it means keep it, work on it, put it on stage. It's called Rich. I don't speak broke. I speak investments, internal assessment, unity, community, and legal tender. If you ask any of my friends, they'll come in the chat and speak that I'm a giver, top contender, to use every gift within her, black girl avenger, black man defender, all power, no hidden agenda. I speak paying dues, staying true, love, power, light. I speak life. I speak right. At the point I realize something has to be said, I speak from my heart and use my head. Pillow talk to the mic and keep business collaborators out of my bed. I'm led. Consistency editing my prose, leaving ego needing to be consoled. So free I can never be bought or sold. I'm California incense cedar. Graphite mixed with binder. Keep a rubber on my top, make moves, sharpen my tools, stretch my hand, and write a reminder. My imprint is permanent. Exercises in introspect and deep lament keep me prepared for these lyrical tournaments, congratulates fellow constituents, and causes opponents to address internal turbulence. I'm the type to let my message take prominence, dispel lies that degrees mean dominance. Academia lover with a distaste for pretentious journalists, obedient servant, abiding by divine ordinance. I'm ordained in this. I'm so nice. I'm sick with this. I'm so blessed to use my gifts with this. I'm wealthy. God never fails me. Ancestors propel me. People love to help me. I'm healthy. There's nothing a selfish person can tell me. No fugazi, a con man can sell me. I repel thee. Devil, get behind me. A lot of trauma to overcome, insecurities and imperfections. Far more than one, but healing. Drinking my water and timing. See, the old me can't find me. Eyesight and insight in a world that's moving blindly. What if you took the sum of your true power and applied it? What if you paired your potential with its appropriate pay grade and aligned it? What if you removed distractions and moved in alignment? God's plan is exactly what mine is. I believe we're all magical in our own way, but some of y'all simply don't want to do the work. Or perhaps you allow the trouble and setbacks to get you sidetracked by the vices you use to handle the hurt. Stick beside me and I'm going to show you how to cope. Too many of y'all are stuck in your mind and sick in the heart. People get mad at me for the truth. But this is the crazy part. I'm speaking from experience. The system is designed to see us fail. In order to overcome, we have to be diligent about improving ourselves. I believe in getting money. Money is not the answer, but it is a powerful tool. Equally important is physical, emotional, mental, and internal health. Everybody want to get the bag. Not enough want to obtain wealth. Make me sick how y'all don't want to be well. And well, I'm on a motivation mission to see the undelivered give themselves forgiveness. No matter what you have done or been through in life, you can get your head, heart, and money right. I'm a living witness. Prayer changes things because every hallelujah my mother ever hollered is what made me me. And all of these things make me rich in my skin, and I'm forever wealthy. Trees.
Snap.
Woo!
Hey,
Trace, that
you,
says right there, completely lines up with your mournful of joy that you displayed here tonight, that you care.
you
Thank
said
you.
I'm so free I can never be bought or sold. That line gonna go over a lot of people's head. But yeah.
Shout out to Roxanne. My imprint is permanent. I'm just a reflection of
He
you
said
through and
my
through.
old me came from me.
Period.
Yes.
She took me
Yes.
a long way. She took me a long way, but I had to let her go a few times,
I
and
love it.
even recently, I had to this new transition. I had to look in the mirror and say, "You brought me far, but Where I'm going next is you can't come.
Goddamn.
I understand that. I understand that.
This stuff is hard. Like we make light about it, and I
Yeah.
use words in a real savvy way, but like I struggle a lot. I hate to cry on camera. I hate when people do that.
It's all right.
I'm so soft. I'm very sensitive. I'm scary and I'm sensitive. True facts, y'all should know about me. But I struggle and I fight a lot. People don't see what it cost me to be accountable to being my best and what it costs to just show up in the world. And we all have a struggle. But I think one of my problems is that I make it look so easy.
Natriece, this is my last thing to say to Mr. Guy from here. But because of what you just said, I'm with you on that. I'm in that same space with you. I know exactly what it is. I know exactly what you're feeling. It could be different because your experiences, but you got a sister right there that understands that. And it's okay. That's the heart that God has given us.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Mister. I'm so free I could never be motor. So I
you know what I'm saying? This is why I like having a license over there. Everything is raw and authentic on this channel.
Yeah, I'm sad I cried. I'm supposed to be a thug.
Hey, I wiped the little tear.
Don't be, man. They say tears is do nothing but clean the soul.
I love to cry. I believe that fill your cup, but I believe in emptying your cup out too, because otherwise you get gunk at the bottom. So I love a great cry, but just not on camera. Like in person, I'll cry around people in a heartbeat. Ugly face and all. But
welcome to Art for Change, baby.
Hey, I didn't cry.
Lady Al will be crying and be you. Yeah. We ain't getting Mister to cry yet, though.
I didn't cry live. Like I don't even care. What you gonna say?
Yeah, y'all done got me. Y'all done got me a few times today.
I love it. I love it. Speaking on wellness, speaking on bettering ourselves, can you discuss the or personal course that you conducted?
Oh, I think I caught what you said. Is can I talk about a wellness course or workshop that I conducted? Man, there's been so many out. So I'll say two of the most impactful have been real quick. One was with women who were I was going into the jail, but mostly the workshops would happen with women who had just gotten released, who were trying to go through programming to get reconnected with their family. And we did a workshop that centered on the Becoming a Better Me Worth book. And one of the most impactful takeaways was them recognizing some things that I was talking about, which is that it's important to live in your current truth and to release the things that are no longer true for you. You don't have to live in your lie identity. You can upgrade into stepping in the truth of your new identity. And for so many women, that was so powerful because they'd never been given permission to change, not just their world around themselves, you know, how they connect with their kids and yada, 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 but how they connect to themselves, how they see themselves, and just being free to unlearn some things and learn some new things. So that was one of the most powerful that I could just pull off the top. And then the other one is working with nonprofit founders and encouraging them that your profit doesn't prove your potency. Like you may be boots on the ground still funding your organization, but that ain't got nothing to do with how potent you are in the community. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't gonna take it all the way to the hood, but don't let it get stepped on. Don't let it get stepped on just because it could sell quicker. Keep it raw and uncut. Y'all catch what I'm throwing down. Go straight to the source. Yeah, don't let it get stepped on and contaminated.
Okay.
So yeah, just talking to them about the power of storytelling.
I love it. Since you already given them. Yeah.
You good? You good?
All right. What what advice would you give an aspiring author that is looking to turn their passion into a career?
Get a plan. Get you a plan, and then in the words of Nipsey Hussle, get you some money. Like save up, do take extra jobs, work gigs. So like get a, what I mean by get a plan is like here's where I want to go with this, and then just start doing it. Like do it for free. Be an understudy of people. Have a mentor. Like that. That's a part of the plan. Is you don't let analysis paralysis hold you back. Like just get out there and get active. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody don't start off with a brick. Some people start off with a few solids. Some people start off with a crumb sack.
Mm,
Yeah,
yes.
oh, sorry. She's lived a little. Everybody doesn't start off with a degree. Some people start off with one book, one class. For those who don't know what a crumb sack is, okay? I can oscillate. So just get it started and then get you some money. The first thing, like Nikki said, I tell anybody if you want to change your situation, get you some money because that's going to take the pressure off of you worrying about how to build something while you're trying to bootstrap it, while you're trying to find the money. So at least, like, don't just leave your job. Have an exit strategy. Like you need to plan leaving your job. And even though I left mine unwillingly, I didn't leave it in a format where I had never just thought about what to do or hadn't been building. I had already been building, thinking I'm gonna still have the job before I left. And now 6 years full time, I live to tell.
Like, so I got a question for you. How do you stay like do you like stay updated with trends? Like, do you scroll and try and like keep up with trends, or you just
Yes
do your
and
own
no.
thing?
Yes and no. Yes, I keep up to the extent of what's relevant for what I'm doing, but I stay on my square. I work smarter, not harder. Shout out to my book. This is a business owner's handbook. Y'all can grab this book. If you're starting a business, you need this book. It's going to grow you in mindset and operations, go from idea to operation. And a part of going from idea to operation and looking at sustainability is being able to pivot. So I keep one foot in, one foot out. Like I dip and dive. It's the same thing as working with community. You have to be in tune with the people, but you can't be hanging with the people, right? It's just like a preacher. If your preacher was out doing the things you were doing, would you still trust them if they didn't have the diligence, discernment, and discipline to dare to be different? So I do dare to be different. I keep up to the extent that it can be helpful to community messaging and business sustainability. Now, all that other stuff, you can miss me. I don't follow too many like rappers. Like if I follow a rapper, it's probably like an indie rapper, like somebody local or something. I might think I follow Ti, but I like Dro, but I'm not following too many of them, right? I follow Dro. He does a lot of stuff in the community. Ti is a Libra who's also highly intellectual. I'm a Libra. Shout out to us, gang gang.
Oh
Like
no.
I'm not tracking all of that stuff. Like I don't care. I don't care, man. They out here hanging us. We dying. We behind. We lacking. Like they using your money and going and investing it in life insurance companies. And you want to tell me that it's dumb to have life insurance when everybody gotta die. I don't care about trends. I care about knowledge, information, power, application. Like,
Can I jump in and draw from that? That's a good question, BU. You said you can't don't hang with the people. Um, Correct me if I'm wrong in what I perceived from that. A woman like me in the community, I hang with the people. And but I have to guard I'm coming in guarded. Sometimes I'm not coming in guarded. But then I find out, whoop, armor up, I gotta be guarded and I might have to exit out. But with hanging with the people in the community, I gain some knowledge and wisdom. I gain things of what's going on and what's needed. And I'm also dropping gems or nuggets and good things, inspiration to the people. And that's men and women.
yeah,
So I consider it like Jesus went to the bar, hang with the lowest of the lowest.
mhm.
So I think we can do it if we are armored to do it.
I love that for you. First of all, I love that for you. Shout out to Lady Alva.
Amen.
I can go to the bar, but I can't sit and be drunk all night with everybody, right? So yeah, I do things that are in the hood of the hood with my people. When I say hang, I mean sitting around. Hey, what you doing? Hey, we chilling. We posted up. We hanging like hanging,
Okay.
On the
like
porch.
hanging.
Yeah, we on the
Yeah,
Okay.
like
porch.
hanging, right?
Okay.
And in California there are no porches, and in Georgia I don't know enough people who have a porch. So there's really no porch for me to post at, right? It's a
Mhm.
club, it's somebody's house, it's turned up. And this is not a knock on anything because some of the people that are closest to me, like, and I've been in a lot of kickbacks. I used to host a kickback and stuff like that. But most of my like hanging out is reserved for the people closest to me, my best friends, family, my partner. I'm a partner type girl. Like I'm a wife with or without a husband. Like Bay 420 friendly. He want to host a gathering, a kickback. I'm cooking. I'm gonna go to the what you need, babe. You want some good? Go find some good flowers. Like I'm a team player. Like I don't mind, and I love those opportunities. But like just random hanging out, like it's only
Mhm.
24 hours in the day. I gotta work. I gotta study. I gotta practice the poem. Build 3, 4 companies. Help 5, 6, 7, 11 people work out. Try to eat.
Lady Alba.
I can't hear her. Can you hear her?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Okay. She can hear us, I guess, because she paused. Since Mister's gone. There's a whole mouthful that we didn't hear, Natrice.
That's that black connection right there.
Uh-huh.
Hey, we
Absolutely.
here. We here.
Uh-huh.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I don't know what she said, but I know what she said.
Exactly, because we already connected right here. We in the zone together.
Yeah.
What's Mister saying in the background? Let's see.
Yeah,
Come out of
he
this
has to
full
take
screen.
off mute. It's I'll close it out, but we need her off mute.
Hmm. I don't see she's on mute.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me. All right, close it out then, lady.
Do you want me to go ahead and close it out? Come out? You want me to?
Phoenix. Yeah, close it out. Phoenix just wrote their Wi-Fi isn't
Yeah,
acting.
connection missing up. She says messing up.
All right,
Hmm.
close it out, Lady Abba.
All right, and come back.
No. I'm saying close the show.
Oh, close the show out.
Yeah,
So
we can end it.
yeah, so we always like to do some fun facts, but we are having technical difficulties and we can't hear our guest for her to answer these fun facts. But we like to say thank you very much to Natrice Spicer, such a dynamic woman. You carry a lot, and that is ancestral. That's what that ancestral thing does. You carrying all the what they've done, and it's very important for the people to know that and understand that. So you keep pressing forward and delivering what you're delivering, and let's do a porch thing together because I have a porch thing that I started. Where tell us how to find. Well, you can't tell us how to find you,
No,
but
she can't. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself right now. Now we can hear her.
Can
oh,
you hear me?
there we go. We
Yes.
got you. So there you go. So tell us where. Tell the people. Tell us where to find you, how to follow you. I want to know where you located.
So I'm bi-coastal, kind of, sort of, California, Atlanta, but mostly it's going to start being Atlanta. I really don't have a place in my name in California, so I have to just move out of saying bi-coastal because no. So you can find me. I'm often in Cali. Mostly you can just find me digitally on any platform. If you search Natriece Spicer, if you search podcast platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you can find me on any of those. I'm also somewhat Googleable. Like if you're looking to find me in like previous anthologies, articles, places where my work has been studied, College of New Mexico, and I think one other place have studied my work, and there are articles online. So you can Google me and find out more. You're going to have to kind of go back pages because I post a lot of content. But coming up, you can find me at Lady Alva's porch engagement that she's going to be doing. And then if you follow my socials, you'll be able to find me at a space or performance or engagement near you. Join the journey. And of course, as always, as I love to say, I will see you at the top.
Hey,
I got a question.
Yeah.
Can I be on your podcast?
Oh, actually, yes. We are scouting for, you can be on as a guest to talk about one thing that we do need. Yes. We want men to come on who are single for our dating series. We're doing this dating series, and you get to find out all this juicy stuff about some research I had to do that I'm not for the streets. I'm like, husband, find me. Let me keep working on me, because find me, because I thought it was with my ex-fiance, and now I'm back. I don't like it here. I don't like it.
You're outside?
No.
No.
No. I'm available, but I'm not outside. I'm not for the streets. I don't like it. Anyways, we are scouting for men to come specifically for that. But let's talk offline, because we've been wanting to have male guests about other topics. So I would love to talk with you about being a guest on our podcast. That would be so dope.
Yeah, we'll talk behind the scenes after we get off this show. Mister, to close us out.
You want to do the fun facts, mister? You're going to do it, or you want me to?
No, Lady Alva, you run it.
So now, we have fun and unique questions, Natriece. If you could, one second. If you could have dinner with any 3 poets or authors, dead or alive, who would they be and why?
Mary Baraka, Suhair Muhammad, Phyllis Wheatley, and I gotta throw in Tupac, even though it's kind of a rapper, but he's a poet. Tupac, because that was gonna be my husband in my head till he got killed. Like, I loved Tupac growing up, inspired me. Tupac and Maya Angelou, I used to say I was a mixture of them too. Mary Baraka, because how could you not want such an extensive knowledge? Like, how could you not want to just sit and listen to it? And then, just Black men, just like after my heart. Like, I want to listen, I want to learn, I want to be better. Suhair Muhammad, because bars, game, wisdom, shout out to Georgia Me. I have the pleasure of knowing a friend of Suhair Muhammad who was also on Def Poetry Jam. These are like some of the OGs. Shout out to Georgia Me, Tamika Harper, who has her own day in Atlanta, the Tamika Festival. She has a week-long festival, but she also has a day. And she's friends with Suhair Muhammad. So I feel like I'm just like, I'm like a degree, a few away. And then Phyllis Wheatley, because you got to go back to the first Black woman who ever wrote and published poetry.
What's her name?
Phyllis Wheatley, if I'm saying correctly, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to go back to the first one. She was a slave who learned how to read and write, got free, published poetry. This is, like, if we gonna pick anybody.
Roots, the root matters.
Yeah.
What's a hidden talent or hobby of yours that most people don't know about?
A hidden talent or hobby? I feel like a lot of people know I cook. Hidden, I don't think it's a hobby, but a lot of people don't know I'm like a child whisperer. Like, give me your kid, they're gonna come back different. Like, I'm really great with kids. Sad that I don't have kids. That's a whole nother story for another show, but reproductive challenges and miscarriages. But I love kids. Like, I love kids. You give me your baby and they're not gonna come back the same.
I'm about to send my twins to you.
Look.
Send me the budget and send the babies. Yep. Send them.
Oh, I gotta pay too?
The people.
Maybe we can work out an exchange, because you're an engineer.
Yeah. We'll talk behind the scenes.
Yeah, let's talk offline.
The people are your kids, are your children. The people are your children, Natriece Spicer.
Yeah, people tell me that all the time that I birth so much. Yeah, that's another sensitive subject, but
Mhm.
I
If
say I
you're
give gratitude. I give gratitude for what is and for what's not.
all right, if your life were a book, what would the title be?
Well, actually, I'm going to be putting memoirs into a book that's going to be dropping next year, so I won't give that title. But an alternative title might be um, just one more sip.
Just one more sip.
Sip.
Yeah, sip.
SIP.
What we sipping? Well, that's don't answer it.
Hey,
That's in the book.
hey.
And that's exactly why it would be called that. Just one more sip.
What's the sip? What's your go-to comfort?
Not what they say. What's the tea?
What's wait, where was I? Yeah, what's your go-to comfort food when you need a creative boost? What's your go-to comfort food when you need a creative boost?
Strangely enough, as much as I'm a foodie and love food, although I've drastically changed that relationship, I feel like I finally broke up with food as being my partner. My go-to when I need a creative boost is actually like my ambiance. I like to have on something cute, whatever mood I'm in, which when I'm in the house is usually like either sporty, tomboy sexy, or like sexy lounge sexy. And then perfume and like incense and candles. I like to have that kind of ambiance. The house got to be clean, which I keep a clean house no matter what. I clean baseboards. But what I will eat while I'm writing the poems is I love a charcuterie board. Chips is like one of my favoriteest things in the world. You want to get on my good side, give me some good chips. And then what I recently discovered here down south in the past 2 years was boiled peanuts. Y'all,
you gotta get a spicy. They gotta be the spicy ones. So spicy.
You gotta go to Alabama because they got collard green ones. They got dill pickle one. Y'all ain't seen that. Period. Clock that tea.
You gotta boil your own
we've been
peanuts.
clocking shit all day. Goddamn.
That's what I'm gonna say. You gotta boil your own peanuts.
I recently did that for this last batch, and they were so good. I made collard green peanuts, collard green boiled peanuts.
There you go.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never heard no shit like that. That's that shit different. I ain't gonna lie.
George Washington invented it.
I ain't knocking it. But
Think that CBU. Think about like the collard green juice. So here's a suggestion: make some pot of collard greens. Take the juice, the stock from it, and put some bowl of peanuts in it. There you go.
Yep. And leave just a few of them little green flakes in it. You got to try it. I tell people, judge your mama because I don't care. But if you ever in Alabama, you can go to the Peanut Code. Shout out to George Washington, who created the whole system and the mechanism to boil the peanuts. A black man made it. Yes. And now they commemorate him, and they have a store, and in the it's like a little cafe kind of thing, and all they sell is boiled peanuts and drinks.
Nice.
Okay.
And where's that again?
Alabama.
Yeah. If you were given a 1-minute advertisement slot during the Super Bowl, that's a big stage, what message would you convey to the world?
Be your own version of amazing, but make your way to the top while you do it.
All right. We love it.
I love that.
We ask every guest on this show to tell us what Art for Change is for you.
Art for Change for me is utilizing creativity, innovation, imagination, and dreaming to create pathways to inspire other people to be their best, create the world that you want to see, to love yourself and to love somebody else.
Oh, I love it. As Mr. would say, he has not heard a bad response yet, or answer, nor have I. And I think BU would say the same. And each of our guests is like unique. And we used to be like, that's the best one. I don't know anymore. They all good.
No, every one we have is the best one.
There you go.
So you got the best one for now.
Right. Until the next. And then, last but not least, before the end of close, we like to say something inspirational to the people. What would you like to give Natriece Spicer for something inspirational to the people?
I would say your trials are a testimony waiting to help someone else. You were created for a reason that no one else can fulfill. And every season leads to the sauce that creates the beautiful taste of what it means to be you. So embrace the salt, make the sauce, live life, live abundantly, but don't forget to pat yourself on the back for showing up because somebody else didn't make it to today, and not everybody's going to make it to tomorrow. You were created for a reason, and you get to be here. So be your own version of amazing, and don't quit climbing, no matter how hard it is. You can do this, and that's the reason I say I'm gonna see you at the top.
There you go.
Hey, I love that. I love that you said pat yourself on the back because one thing about me, I love me some me because I don't know what I would do without me. I wouldn't. I wouldn't have just. So yeah, I love that. You got something closing, Lady Alva?
Yes. I'm gonna piggyback off our guests here. You know, salt can be salty. Salt can give a little bitterness. Salt can sting if it hits an open wound. Salt is very potent. But God says there are people who are the salt of the world. So with salt carrying all those elements, don't mistake your salt or don't mistake the saltiness of the other one that they may pour on you. You should take it and generate that salt into beauty. That's what I got to say. Natriece.
I'll clap too. I'll clap to that too.
And clap that tea, period.
All right. We thank you so much. I am inspired by you. And we'll see you again. You are always welcome to come and be a spotlight here on Art for Change. To give us inspiration and more of what you're doing as you're doing more, as you're reaching the top. I don't think your top is going to be forever top. It's not reach the top and I'm done. It's a forever plan.
It's forever. It's forever. And so I look forward to more interactions. We'll connect offline. And let's get this porch session going. I'm ready to get on the porch.
Well,
I've been waiting.
All right, absolutely. That's encouragement for me, and that's what I need. Be you.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna end it. We thank everybody for viewing us, watching us. You're dope, Spicy. I'm gonna call you Spicy.
That's
we'll talk that. Say, hey, yeah, I'm gonna call you Spicy. You dope. Hey, you got a little attitude to you too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm diverse.
That's the best way to be. Actually, to be honest, like that's the best way to be. But yeah, we appreciate everybody. We're gonna close out here, and remember, Art for Change. Show love.
Show love.
Let's get it.
There you go. Peace and love.
Peace and love.